Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3. Is that what I think it is? You know what? I did want to get these ones first. I'm going to get replaceable parts first. I think that's a good call. You know, props to the Egyptians. They're trying something. Temple... Okay, this one's already got a harbor. Right, it's Giza. Actually get a harbor. Okay, well I remember, let's hurry this. Now, as for this guy, how far away are you? 1, 2, 3. So theoretically he can make it next turn. That one's got a marketplace in 1 turn. Yeah, you build a cavalry. Get that done immediately. And then I'll build whatever else I need as the time approaches. Counterattacking by striking an island. That's typical. Hard to blame him. Okay, well, I don't think we need jungle anymore, so I might set those guys to start clearing it. Everyone step forward. That's weird. Let's see if I could snatch this place right now. Okay, I don't think they have anyone out here. No. Let's drop a road right here. That is just grassland. Looks like they're not connected with the Iroquois either. I'll definitely do that during my period of growth. Oh man, that did not go well. Okay, this place is proven to be pretty rough. Now everyone's 3 squares away. I'll try again. Okay. Epic. So they've only got 1 city left then, as far as the mainland goes. Not contact the governor. I just took that. That one is still in resistance. It makes sense. People don't assimilate right away. Okay. You go here. I'm going to have them start working on railroads. That's right, you were going to irrigate. Okay, so the last non-Egyptian city that still needs to be garrisoned is Chicago. And that's the new Egyptian capital. It's not landing them. Interesting. I thought it would immediately drop them on the nearest spot, but it hasn't. Yeah, that's probably the best one for him. Wow. I really need police stations. There's 11 here. I'll let him group up with the rest of them. They're all vets. Alright. Yep, let's go peace treaty. Bam. That should prevent them from attacking now, just as their ship got there. If only I had a privateer around to then take it out. Would that be the best? I think the Hittites are definitely the villains in this world. At least I'm not, like, a dishonest type one. I should probably set all of them to railroad duty. They could throw them down reasonably fast, but replaceable parts will change that a lot. Okay. Still in resistance. Alright, that one's not in resistance. Well, let's just give everyone a little bit of time. Ooh. That's a Mayan ship. I'm gonna see if I can sink it. Yeah, build a cathedral. Oh, courthouse. Okay. Let's grab you before you auto-move and see if you can take him down. The Mayans can now explore international or ocean waters. Yeah, he's gonna win. Because numbers are stupid. That's why I despise ship battles. Probably have this place start working on the theory of evolution the moment it's done. I'm just gonna put one here. Once you get to this point in the game, it struggles to try and keep up with new city placements. I'm not sure why. You get your harbor. There really isn't much you can do with tundras. Okay, that gets all of our temples, though. At least all the ones that matter. Let's turn this into a harbor as well. Okay, one more turn, we get replaceable parts. Okay. Yeah. Communism, then the corporation, then espionage. Then I'll probably get ironclads and fascism just because. I'm already far ahead of everyone else. Oh, battlefield medicine. That one lets our people rest or heal in enemy territory. So a factory increases the shield output in the city it's built by, I think, 50%. And a coal plant, then I believe raises it another 25%. Because I think a coal plant. Oh, you're not even connected yet, right? You can't build a factory. Okay, somewhere like here. in here. Let's see. Not that. Shield production. Natural. Okay. Here we go. Coal plant. Increases factory output by 50%. Yes, it does produce pollution. So basically, it adds a 50% on top of the 50%. Oh, and we got replaceable parts. I have 2 rubber in my territory. And we have infantry, right. I forgot replaceable parts even did that. Now these guys are just gonna start flinging down roads. Okay, one more turn to get the military academy. You know, yeah, you can build battlefield medicine. I can go through, upgrade everyone to infantry. Infantry have a 10 defense, I think a 6 attack. They don't exist to attack. Their whole purpose is defense. And they're really, really good at it. Okay, I don't plan to go to war particularly soon, but the next people that I am going to fight are the Mayans. They're becoming too advanced. Of course, 7 gold is nothing. Advantages to Leonardo's workshop. Okay, so if I go to trade advisors, near Atlanta and Karhyuk. Where's Karhyuk? Okay, there. Okay, one is on an island. Cool, and then the other one is, like, right down here. Yeah. And those let us build the infantry, and we'll also use them for other things. The biggest deal in the industrial age, in my opinion, as far as military goes, is motorized transportation. Because tanks have a 16 attack, they automatically have blitz, they only have 2 movement, but, you know, you don't really need more with the sort of power these things bring. They do take rubber and oil, though. We haven't found oil yet. Refining gives us that resource, but lets us locate it. Alright, well, places are really going to start moving now, because my workers are going to throw stuff down so quickly. Yeah, Maya's gearing up. Get a coal plant. The coastal fortresses, I'm not building them, or haven't been at least, because all that they do is that they give you a chance to bombard naval bombardment defensive 8. Yeah, so basically, it's like the bombard attack on something. It has an 8, so when someone sails by it, it can shoot at them, or makes an attempt to. People barely ever have a ship that goes right by your city when they are an enemy. Just way too crowded. That's always the excuse the computer gives for why its people are annoyed. I can't come up with the actual reason why they get so mad. Actually, you can make it down there in one turn. And you can come over here. Let's hurry this temple along. Oh, right. You can railroad. Four of them? Good. 4 of them can lay down a railroad every turn. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll put one here, the other one can stop. I want them to keep moving in pairs. One extra worker doesn't help. Unless he's operating somewhere alone. Okay, these two can weave this around. Oh, there are 13 of them. Who could benefit from one more? These two might group up at some point. There's a lone worker out there, just go join him. Oh, I have one here too. Yeah, get out. I don't care what you have to do, get out. Okay, they'll probably connect that up now. I am sort of sad that some of my usual ideas for how my countries expand didn't pull through. Like having a pirate fleet that sails around. I always like to have one of those. Yikes. Courthouse. We're starting out with coal and... what's the other one? Saltpeter. Right, one turn regular roads. I always forget about that. What are you guys doing? That was weird. What were they up to? Have they just been sitting there, somehow not fortified this entire time? Because I thought the game's supposed to notify me when that happens. I do not think so. Alright, let's get a hospital. Yeah, so the disadvantage to factories and coal plants is they produce a lot of pollution. And hospitals, likewise, they let your cities grow more, which also can create pollution. High population, I think above a 12, starts generating pollution. Okay, any other hills or forests that need to be bridged? Doesn't look like it. Well, I mean, there are these. You know what, this whole group? Start making a trek over here. Just a couple short turns, we've managed to build a road all the way to Atlanta. I could have had that H start working on this mountain. I'm going to have to bridge through on both ends. I didn't really even think about or pay attention to that. Do you have a courthouse? You don't. I guess for this guy it doesn't matter that much. Although that is a lot of commerce getting wasted. Oh my goodness. Get a courthouse. These two both have courthouses, right? Yes. But you guys don't. They can't really even expand and take care of themselves without these things, so. Okay, and then this one, you also don't. Get that. Because that'll help out quite a bit. Okay, get corporation. No, I do not want a communism. Last thing I need is to go back to the days of rush things by executing people, basically. this just the... No, this is the 3 of them. Right. I think 3 people can irrigate in one turn, 3 captured workers, so I'm going to set them on that. It'd be kind of hilarious to me if the Mayans went to war just so they could capture, like, that group of workers right there. They have this entire massive army and it just captures a couple people and runs. It'd be frustrating, because it'd be a nightmare to fix. That I have to go into their land after them. The other nice thing about railroads is they have no cost at all, aside from work time. It doesn't, it's not going to drain anything from you to build them. That's a desert is only 1 food? That's a floodplain. How is that a floodplain? There's no river here. That's weird. That's only 1 food with irrigation. I wasn't aware of that. That's pretty tough. Yeah, I don't think Seattle can ever grow beyond this point then. No matter what I do. Yeah, and this really should make it a little better. No. Why would I give you my map? I think I can kick that guy out of my territory now. No one has hit the industrial age yet. No one around me, at least, because none of their workers, like even Mayans workers, still look ancient. Still only 1 shield? 2 shields now. Man, that's rough. I guess railroaded, a desert does turn into 2 food, so that might help. Get out. Yeah, at this point, with the sort of power I have, I'm not concerned at all about getting the other civilizations to like me. Besides, I'm a conqueror now. There's no hope of them liking me. This would be kind of frightening if you were the Mayans, or anyone else, really. And you just see the people who you know have higher degrees of technology walking around on your border, putting down these massive tracks, huge steam engines just come rolling along. It'd be kind of terrifying. He's come back. Oh my goodness. I wish I could build a ninja to kill him without him knowing who I was. Build a hospital just for fun. Most of these places have a high enough production, even with the corruption and whatnot. They can build reasonably quickly. Some of them don't. Oh, well, you're only trying to get one. Right, we don't even have mines around here. Okay, every city on the mainland is now railroaded. Time to start plopping down more railroads on all of the mined squares. Probably would have been easier to go through the hill, but my decision is made. Bam. So that group can clear a jungle to turn then. Alright, that should help with that sort of corruption and whatnot. Should reduce it for this entire area. This is annoying. Use the workers I want you to use. captured workers. 2 Aztec ones. Okay, so 1 regular worker, 1 regular worker. Okay, somewhere along the lines, people who are supposed to be doing some work got messed up. And now we have an uneven number. You just start building roads. Okay, there's a lot of unroaded space, open space. So I'm going to split off my workforce. You guys are going to start throwing down roads just everywhere. Ah. I missed one of the captured workers. Build a stock exchange. These ones are awesome. They provide a 50% tax output for the city. It's like an improvement on the bank, and once you get enough of them, you can build Wall Street, which is like a stock exchange on steroids. That thing does for the economy what the Smith Trading Company does, just later. Okay, so a couple more turns, I'll cut a path through the jungle, and we'll have our entire empire here connected up. I mean, our democracy. Let me see. I'm trying to find out. Those are both mined, which is probably good. Once you guys can just start undoing the irrigation over the grassland, because it doesn't need to be there. These guys, I'll probably just put them on throw down railroads over any forest or hill, because there's a limited number of those, and this group can do that in 1 turn. Well, I think I am now the largest city. Man, that's a shame. I don't think we're ever going to be able to bridge the gap on some of these mountains. That's just going to be a permanent hole. If I were America, I would have put a city here at some point. I could put one here. I might do that, actually. It depends. I want to try to get most of these places properly developed. Particularly my cities right here on the mainland. I don't know if I'm going to build coal plants. They all seem to have good enough production, and coal plants, they produce a lot of pollution, which is a nightmare to constantly clean up. Yeah, go ahead and build an aqueduct. Now, are any of my islands... Okay, you're still waiting on this. You're waiting on a police station. So are you. Okay. Do I have any other offset groups of these workers? I don't think I do, actually. He'll just go on regular road duty as well. Yeah, I know this probably isn't the most exciting part of the game, but it is one of the most important. Getting proper infrastructure. It changes the game. It's a good thing I got that colony there. These places have already culturally expanded, and it's still out of reach. 36 turns. 34, so it'll probably be another 30 turns before that thing is actually in my territory. But this is why colonies exist. There we go. I think that's the last mainland city now connected by the railroad. There's still this one that isn't, but even on islands, that's the only one, because these two are, and the other two on here are. Sweet. So now we're just focused on improvement, making everything around us better. Wow, these things can build quickly. Yeah, army every 4 turns, that's about as fast as it'll get, and we need armies. Yeah, get a police station. Love stock exchanges. Like, once these things start really getting built, our money is just gonna skyrocket. Okay, so that won't help him out much as far as shields go. But yeah, that's only 14 being wasted a turn now instead of like 36. We are making much more money off this island now. Yeah, you can go ahead and build yourself a great aqueduct. I want to work off the railroad first, if possible. Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, they can remine this whole thing. Alright, let's just start working off here then. It spaces them out in the least useful ways. It alternates between captured workers and regular ones in the dumbest possible method they could have come up with. I would love to start clearing out this swamp. There we go. Yeah, the rest of them stay there because they're all going to group up and start chopping down jungles. I just wanted to get those railroads mined. This one I didn't need to, actually. No one can work that anyway. Okay, there's no more open flat land right here, so let's go here instead. You guys jump up north. This way, whenever we go to war with the Incans, we'll have a very quick, easy access right to their doorstep. I'm going to eventually do the same thing on the Mayan side. It's kind of interesting. You do culturally linked start locations, and you're put in the same location as the Iroquois, the Incans, and the Mayans. I don't remember where the Iroquois were. Actually, no. They were up... Yeah, they're around the New York area in Canada. So they were all the way up there. The Incans are South American, and the Mayans were Central American. And the Aztecs were right here, and then actual America was over here. Well, Egypt and Rome... So basically, what I'm getting from this is the game puts the Middle East with people from the Americas, for some reason. Egypt's not really the Middle East. They're North African. But they're pretty close to the Middle East. And then we have basically all of Europe and Asia on the other continent. Yeah, because this is like, I mean, England, Portugal, Carthage, Greece, and well, Babylon's Middle Eastern. And then Scandinavia, they're Northern European, so they're a little different than most of the others. And then China and Mongolia, for some reason. It's interesting how they set it up. We should probably chop down all the forests now, because they're going to be far more productive with a mine and a railroad than they will with just the forest on them. So, 1, 2, 2. Oh, it's actually the same. Okay, so never mind. There's no need to chop down the forests. They're useless either way. On the mainland, so 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, it's definitely more profitable on grasslands. Chop down forests and throw mines and railroads over them. Okay, that helps out a lot. This place was already in disorder. I should have fixed that last turn. And construction, man, these are profitable cities. If I had been in Europe's spot, I would have expanded so quickly. It would have been awesome. Instead, I got about the worst location that you could. And somehow haven't been wiped out yet. Not where I wanted to go. I hate misclicks. These 2 workers were just putting down railroads, so I can still use them to do that. That's an unroaded spot? Weird. Maybe it does have a road and I'm just seeing it wrong, but I don't think so. There was a road there. Okay. Yeah, this might cause a couple of excessively large cities to start losing population, but they'll be fine. Are all of these spots workable? Man, they are. I never realized how much of the tundra we could reach. I thought some of it was out of city range. You know, one of the worst parts about the, like, so I see a couple of decent-sized islands. This one and this one and this one. Mine is the largest out of all of them. It's the only island that looks like it. Normally, you'll see some sort of symmetry on Civ maps, right? You got 2 continents. Each one of them has some surrounding islands. There's probably smaller islands out on the coasts that people have found. You have a couple of larger islands here and there. But with a landmass like this, I'd expect to find something similar over here somewhere, but I haven't. The whole place is pretty much empty. That's weird. Sure. No. Okay, we got espionage. Let's go for refining. So what's going to happen is, build the intelligence agency, yeah. I don't know how much I'm going to use it. People go to war with you if you try to plant spies and fail, and there's, aside from spending copious amounts of money, which doesn't even work that often, there's nothing you can really do to guarantee it'll work. I could build it there. That'd be kind of funny. No, actually build an infantry and a settler. I got a spot for you. And then we need riflemen. How close are you to finishing the Theory of Evolution? 1 turn? That works. Yeah, and then I'll grab both of these techs with that, just so I don't have to go back for them. Because they're pretty useless, but it's technologies. Who knows, if I ever need to get in some sort of trade agreement with a civilization, giving them a couple free techs that are mostly useless is an easy way to accomplish it. Just like music theory or free artistry, which the computer pays for, even though it doesn't help at all. As long as I have the wonders. No. That's funny, though. I guess if there's any nation that's going to threaten me for stuff, it's going to be them. Yeah, get fascism and get ironclads. No. Yeah, build the intelligence agency. Why not? Better to have it and not need it. People are finally finishing up their various factories. This is it. The last one. And so now, if you go to the city overview, the palace is huge. Which is pretty cool, actually. I like that it does change what it looks like as you upgrade it. But it doesn't do it each time you will put an upgrade, it changes how it looks. It just goes up in large stages. It's got like 3 or 4 states that it appears in. Oh, oil. Right here on one of my other islands. How much do I have? 5. Okay, yeah, there's one there, one right here. One on Central Island, I knew it. And one up here. Wow. So both of my larger islands have produced resources. I didn't need them to specifically, but they've got them. You know what would be real useful is a worker with 2 movement. That way he could step down somewhere and drop a road. I'd be able to expand these things so quickly. You guys have all culturally expanded. Should I get another city down here as well? That's pretty close. I think they'll cover it once they expand again. It'll just take a while. A lot like this spot here. I think they'll take care of it, though. Oh, I thought it... Does it only give you 2 technologies? Oh, it's only 2. I thought it was 3. Okay, well, I guess we're researching ironclads now. After ironclads, electronics is nice. If you build a Hoover Dam, it brings the effects of a hydro plant to all cities on the same continent. A hydro plant's basically a coal plant, but it produces no pollution. The only reason you wouldn't build that every time is because it requires a river. So I could build a Hoover Dam here, and even cities like, you know, like this one out in the middle of nowhere would still be able to benefit from it, as long as they're on the same continent. I'd probably build it here. I think Washington's the most productive city that I've captured yet. So probably that's where I'd want it. But yeah, that one's pretty helpful. Let's see. Hospital, I suppose. Get the Pentagon. There we go. Okay, the Pentagon's a minor wonder. Yeah, increases every army. It can now hold 4 people instead of 3, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to need infantry to replace those in the cities that I captured. Okay, I don't plan for this one to go much longer. That we've gone back from constant warfare a bit, and it's given us an opportunity to really grow as a nation. Now pollution's becoming a problem, though. I need more workers on the mainland. This will probably be the last one that I fill with cavalry. I'll save the others for tanks, but I can have a couple cavalry corps. Settler. Yeah, because no matter how much cultural expansion we get, this spot's never changing. But I think it was here? No. Well, I don't know. I'd have to, like, really put someone on top of all my cities to cover all this stuff. I put one here that's right next to two other ones. Nah. You know, screw it. It's just gonna be a never developed area. Let's just build some more infantry and I'll start sending them out to the cities. Not what I meant. Okay, I'll try to get ironclads out of the way. That way we can focus on actual expansion afterwards. Man, more pollution. I'm gonna have to pull everyone off of railroad duty. Once these places actually finish some of their productions, I can have them start pumping out more workers. And that'll help counteract this problem too. Let's find a group of cavalry. That'll work. Right, I don't have the Pentagon yet. Yeah, the game likes to try to tell me to build guerrillas. They're 6'6". They're what medieval infantry turn into, and then they eventually turn into these guys, which are 12, 14. It's not bad, but the only reason I ever would use swordsmen is because I don't have horsemen. That's it. Only reason I'd ever use medieval infantry is because I don't have knights, and the only reason I'd ever use them is because I wouldn't have tanks or cavalry. But even so, even if I didn't have guerrillas, I'd be using infantry, because they're the same thing, except they get a 10 defense. These guys have a bombard, but it's not like you can actually bombard your enemies with it. It's more like an archer or longbowman bombard, where they will shoot at you if you attack a unit who's defending above them. So it's pretty useless. The game prioritizes them for some reason. The computer likes to build them occasionally. I never bother. They're pretty useless. No! Oh, that never happens. Why now? Alright. I guess we're gearing up for another war. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. Your sources of resources get exhausted, but I only ever see it happen like once every 3 games. And it's never with the one source of coal I need. Crusader. Go here. Man, this is a problem. I can't believe it. At least it happened after I had all of my stuff set up. But that is really going to slow us down. That's not what I meant. I guess you guys go back to waiting. No. Actually, I can have you chop down forests. Same thing with these guys, honestly. Yeah, start chopping these puppies down. Huh, that goes down in 3 turns. That's faster than I thought. Okay, I don't think I have an elite stationed anywhere. No. This is going to be the city right on their border, though, so yeah, we're going to have to wait here. If the source of coal in the Incan territory just gets exhausted, but before I can... Oh, they have 2. Never mind, we're going to be in good shape. They have an island? I didn't know that was an island. Why does everyone get islands? I swear, I think the only people I'm going to be able to wipe out at any point... Oh, they have 2 islands. Are the Iroquois. Once I'm done with the Incans, I'll probably just carry on the war. Go right over here to the Iroquois, smash them, take out the Mayans, take out the Romans. And then I'm just going to have to wait until I can get Amphibious War to do anything about their islands, which I will then just sweep around and capture. No, that's not a grassland forest. Yeah, leave that alone. Okay. Well, we definitely made a lot of progress on the road front, but with the source of coal exhausted, we are going to have to go back to war. So next episode, we'll be invading the Incans. I'm just going to bludgeon right through them, because I think they have iron. Yeah, they have iron. So they're going to have at least night and... do they have saltpeter? They do. They have saltpeter, too. So they may have cavalry. I don't know how advanced the Incans are. Let's find out. Technology. Okay. Theory of gravity, magnetism, metallurgy, and military tradition weren't on the list, so they have both of these. They don't have these two, and they don't have this or that. But they have these two, which means they do have cavalry. They have saltpeter and horses and iron. So they're going to be defending and fighting back. Probably they have 2 sources of horses. These guys are loaded. They've got, what, 3? They have 3 luxuries in their borders and every type of resource that we found so far, except oil, which they don't even know about. And yeah, I'm definitely going to take them apart. Not saying, like, I'm going to easily kill them. I'm saying we have to hit them now. It's our only chance. You're going to have to go back to producing cavalry. But we have 3 corps right here that should definitely facilitate the process, and a decently sized army of strong units. So I don't imagine it'll be too difficult. Alright, well, I'm going to end this one here then. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.